Hi Fernando, welcome
Hello.
to Tenerife. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very good, thank you.
You have been at the top of the ATP Tour for many years. How did you experience your return to the ATP Challenger Tour, full of young players that dream of getting where you've been?
Well, obviously it's a tough situation for me. Not only the thing of coming back to the challengers after so many years. I think that the tough part is had two surgeries in my body in less than 1 year. That actually that plus all the pandemic COVID-19 virus during almost another year. It was like for me, obviously, like a really tough situation to obviously be in shape, have my body as I had it for many years before, and obviously the thing of getting through the surgery in November last year for my knee, and obviously expecting to be back in March, and then actually I wasn't good until June, so it was much longer than I expected, and then as soon as I actually start feeling better in my knee, 2 weeks after I had the problem in my elbow, and I needed the surgery in my elbow 4 weeks after the first moment of pain. Obviously it was a super tough situation. No, imagine to have two surgeries in less than 1 year, and obviously losing a lot of ranking and not being able to get into the ATP Tour tournaments. So I had to kind of like reset my mentality and kind of like accept a new challenge, no, in my life, in my career. Obviously, at my age, I can, or people can say that I did almost everything that I had to do in my career. But I love tennis. I think I still can make good results, and obviously I'm giving myself a little bit of time, of confidence to get back in shape. Maybe obviously not to my best level as 2009, 2010. That obviously that's so difficult, but just to be back for sure in the top 100 and to come back to play the ATP tours. And if my body respect me and I don't need to pass by getting another surgery again in the next year, I still believe that I can make good results.
What was tennis for you at the beginning of your career, and what is tennis for you now?
I mean, tennis was always my life. I mean, obviously now I have a family. I have two like precious boys, and obviously the priority in life is a little bit different now with 38 and 2 kids than with 20 or 25 and no kids and single and now married. So obviously things change, no? But like I said, I obviously know what I need to do to be back in the top 100 and to be back with the best players, because I did it before. So it's not like young when I was 18 that obviously I didn't know what I had to do because I was like a rookie, obviously. Now I'm a veteran, so it's totally different, and I totally know what I need to do, what I have to do, and I know that it's not an easy road. I know that there is many, like you said, plenty of young players that they are like dreaming of becoming like a top 100 or like becoming like a top 50 player one day and things like that. At the end, I think the mentality is just trying to do the best things you can and trying to have the right things at the right moment, day after day, you know, and at the end this is like a marathon. This is not like a sprint. So you have to, and obviously, like I said, like having the year that I had, I need to give my body and myself a little bit of time of recovery, of getting my body in shape to be able to recover my level and to be able to recover the ranking that I had before.
Do you feel you have realized the dreams that you had as a child?
Yeah, many of them. Obviously, at the end, when you are a child and when you dream to to play best tournaments in the world, like the Grand Slams, like the Davis Cup, and all that. Obviously, you dream to win everything. You know, you dream winning Davis Cup, you dream winning Grand Slams, Master Series, being number one in the world, and all that stuff. No, but at the end, it's almost impossible to reach all your dreams. But I think I'm super lucky that I reach many of those dreams. No, like winning the Davis Cup not only once, 3 times, winning tournaments as important as the Conde de Godó in Barcelona, that when I was 15 I was dreaming of winning it one day, watching the final with Ferrero and Safin when I was 15 years old. I was a teenager, and then like I don't know how many years after I beat Soderling in the final. So those dreams, obviously, I was able to make them come true.
Do you think that by following your path, your process, a young player of today could become a champion like you, or do you think that tennis has changed too much?
No, I think that, you know, like obviously, like every sport, tennis is having, you know, it always in evolution, you know. But at the end, I think as a player, you always kind of like change with the sport, you know. Like I think maybe like with the years, the tennis players are maybe more professional in the matter of eating, in the matter of you know, resting and supplements and physios and this and so many things that maybe 20 or 30 years ago it wasn't like this, you know. But at the end you see that the other guys are doing it, so you kind of like follow that path, and then at the end you kind of like do as the other guys are doing, you know. You see someone that is now top 10 and you see them doing something, and then you try to copy them to be like them, you know. So obviously when I was starting, I was looking to the top 10s in that time. Then obviously when I was top 10, I was having many players asking me what I was doing, trying to copy me to obviously be trying to be top 10, and then the players that they are not now top 10, they are looking to the guys that they are like Tsitsipas, Rublev, Medvedev, all these guys to try to copy them. So at the end, I think it's evolution of sport and life. I think is part of it.
Will Carlos Alcaraz Garcia become world number 1?
Can be. Why not? Obviously, he has a great mentality, he has a great game, and he's still so young. So I think he has the time to improve still, and even more. Obviously, he's a great player, but obviously to be number 1, you have to improve a lot, and to be the best in the world. So you have to improve a lot. But I think that he's a kid pretty mature for his age, and why not? He can be.
The last 2 questions. What do you think about the present and the future of Spanish tennis in general?
Well, obviously, I think it's not easy to have the same kind of players that in my generation, because at the end, just having Nadal is something that is almost impossible to have again, not only in Spain, in the world, and a part of Rafa, obviously. I think the generation, I mean, not only the ones that I kind of like spent my whole career with them, like Feliciano, Ferrer, Almagro, Robredo, and many of them. Also, few of them that they were kind of like young when they retired, like Ferrero. He's only 3 years older than me. And he has been retired for many years, like, you know, compared to maybe Feliciano or myself, and then you know, or Carlos Moyá, and many other players like Albert Costa winning Roland Garros, Correcha, that when I started, they were playing, and they were playing until maybe, if I started professional in 2002, 2003, they were playing until 2005, 6, 7, depending of which player of this, no? But I think those years of Spanish players is really hard to get again, because we were like 18, 20 players in the top 100 winning many tournaments, and it's not easy. At the end, right now, Alcaraz, there is, you know, still young players like Bautista that is not obviously as young as Alcaraz, but then there is some others that, you know, like Munar and Carreño, still also, you know, some in different ages, but I think that kind of like in the spot of age, like just 3-4 years difference, like maybe 10 players that we have been top 10 or top 15 in many years, is not easy to get it again. But I mean, hopefully, I mean, I would love to see in 10-15 years from now 18-20 players from Spain in the top 100.
You replied also to the last one, so that's it. Thank you,
Okay,
Fernando.
you're welcome.